Well, what are you doing? Your head's halfway down the screen there. Welcome to another exciting episode of the WDWpov Live Stream Show.
Hey, what's the pin?
No, you're going to use that one? I don't even have that set up.
I mean, it would be easier if
it probably would, because I was going to set this one up, and
you need that mouse. So,
but I do need this mouse.
Input it.
I do need this mouse.
Put it in.
Wow.
Yes, very
it's
original.
the same pin that the pin.
Okay, if anyone finds out your pin, now they'll know my pin.
Welcome to the WDWpov Live Stream Show. This is episode 129.
Man, big milestone episode.
Oh, yeah. So tonight's episode is it's I don't know where you left off with the comments here.
I didn't get to Mary's because no, not that one.
Not that one.
One below what I said.
I don't know what's going on, Mary. It is a long day. It's a long day. What's with the music?
Should I restore?
Yeah. No. Because then you end up pulling up stuff you don't want. Just go to the StreamYard thing there. So
I need to put the
we're way behind on getting set up for tonight.
I need to put the specific link in?
You might or you might not. Sometimes it'll just you go into it and it'll just bring you right to where you need to be. I haven't even posted it to the group yet. Hold on one second. Join us live now. Right now. Join us live. Share us out. Send us to your friends. All your Disney friends. All the people you like. And if you don't like some people, this is also a good show to send them.
Oops, there's nothing there.
Uh-oh. Go to the homepage. Click that. I'll bet you it'll get you there. So now I'm actually just now sending it.
Sorry, I'm trying to actually.
Oh my goodness!
It logged you out.
Yeah, probably. You're gonna have to log in.
I'm sorry. This will make it easier in the long run.
It will. It's going to take us a few extra minutes to get going here, but
which one is it?
Much less the music. Yeah, you didn't like the music?
No.
Go to.
She said I don't even understand the topic, much less. The
music.
She
doesn't understand. I got it.
Top or bottom?
POV. Go to POV. Send a code. I will pull it up in my email.
All right, we got Patrick Gallagher.
We're catching up, gang. We're catching up.
Katie with Popping the Popcorn is out there. Mary is out there. Racing the Repeat is out there. Come on.
Yes. Katie. We'll get you. There we go. There's Katie. And let me get you a code here. He's waiting patiently for a code. There you go, right there. See it?
Yeah. I see
okay. So. Yeah, our topic tonight is a little odd. I got to admit, it's a little odd. Let's pop it up there again, just so everybody can see it. Yeah.
I made it. I'm in.
All right, we're getting there. So now he has control on that computer. I have control on this computer. This computer's
not good.
We got 3 computers sitting here. We're only using 2 of them though. Embracing the repeat. Nice to see you out there. Patty is there. Look at that. Patty is there. Oh, and you popped Chris up? Okay. See, now he's controlling it. I'm controlling it. Now it's going to be confusing. But yeah, Orange.
I'm the guy in the chair.
So tonight is the Orange Springs Galactic Mass Sewer Fight episode.
I don't know what that means.
Don't you know what that means? I mean, come on. Everybody should know what that means. It's the Orange Springs Galactic Mass Sewer Fight episode. I've only shared it to our POV group. So please, if anyone else is out there right now, share this out. Share it out to whoever, whatever. I'll try and maybe do one more here. How's that? There, boom. I'll send it out and I'll do that one. Boom. Okay. I'm sending it out over to my friends over at the Monorail Tales. If anyone else wants to share it.
I need to be slightly off camera if I want to even
please
reach any of the stuff I'm using.
Please share it out. So yes, today is sort of a Hodge Podge episode, as you can tell from the title. We're going to be covering a lot of topics. So we'll have to, it's either going to be one of those shows where we're going to get through it so fast, we're going to say, okay, we got 45 minutes left. Now what do we do?
Let's talk a Book of Boba Fett.
You want to talk Book of Boba Fett? That actually wasn't one of the things I was going to talk about. But you could talk about Book of Boba Fett.
Nobody wants to talk about it.
Nobody wants to talk about it anymore. It's already ancient history, right?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I mean that episode ended. Boom, it's over. Now we're waiting for the Mandalorian season 3, which
Maybe
actually
not so much.
Book of Boba Fett was almost like Mandalorian season 2.5, which
I'm not impatiently waiting for that series at this point.
okay, you sort of got a little you got doused your.
Why does it say WDWpov Kitchen?
Oh. I didn't change it from last
Hold
week.
on.
Like,
Hold on.
You got it. You're gonna get no. I can get it right here.
Oh,
Watch right
you got
here.
to change that name.
Edit name.
Not the bubble.
Boom. There we go. Studio. It's the WDWpov Studio. Studio 1. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Patty. Yeah, so we are having fun tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We're going to talk in no particular order. And here are my official notes.
It's because we are super prepared. Yes,
My
Mary.
super prepared notes on the back of a receipt.
Oh man, I've just broken reality. Look behind my head. It's just where? Wow.
It's because I don't have both lights up here. I only have the one light instead of the one over there because we've got that one downstairs. We've got our super sophisticated lighting system up here. There's these boom lights that we have normally for the show. We have one over there and one over there, and we've only got the one that's over there. So we're getting a little bit of shadow on the green screen behind us, which makes it look a little
and
funky.
now she is somehow
Mary T. Wells. Partly, yeah, it is partly her fault.
So she went from being Patty Moliterno to
Walt, WDWpov. Yes, she sent me out on a last-minute excursion to get some food so that we wouldn't have to cook tonight. And I got home, and about 2 minutes before showtime, finished my last bite, didn't choke on my food, which is always a plus, and ran up here, got the show started a little behind schedule, but we're good. And I'm doing, okay, you see this tonight, guys? You see this tonight? I didn't shave on Saturday. I didn't shave on Sunday. I didn't shave on Monday. This is my tribute to brother Lou Mangello out there.
nobody cares.
Who is going to be on the maiden voyage of the Galactic Starcruiser tomorrow.
Okay, now I can say
tomorrow.
nobody doubly cares.
Do you care about anything?
You really need to go through that whole thing again.
What's that? Do I need to go through?
Oh, do you care about anything, bit? It's so old at this point.
What do you? What do you care about?
Let's see, my family.
Okay, that's a good thing. What else?
Not all this Disney nonsense crap.
There you have it.
I do, however, care about video game nonsense crap. And
yes.
It makes me equally as angry as the Disney nonsense crap that I don't care about.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about
what did the media show people get to do? I'm going to guess a controlled experience to make it seem as great as possible, except they couldn't even do that.
Well, we're going to talk about some of that. That is actually one of my topics is that comes down to, let's bring it up again here. That would be part of the Galactic part of our show right here. The Galactic part of our show. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Why don't we?
FYI, Marcus, this is a Disney show. Well, I think I've already given my thoughts on that.
He's going to have fun, though, right? You're going to have fun.
Yeah, I'm going to make fun of Star Wars.
He's going to make fun of things tonight. See, that's his good.
You already went into this telling me we would be doing that.
Okay, the Galactic Starcruiser. Yeah, there were a bunch of social media people.
Including the man himself that you just mentioned.
Lou was there.
For 5 hours.
Number of influencers were there, I think, for 5 or 6 hours.
Did you just use influencers in air quotes?
I did use influencers in air quotes. I mean, that is their job. They're supposed to try and influence people. I understand that. So yeah, there was a lot of good and a lot of bad that came out of it.
Mostly bad, it seems.
Disney did definitely try to, I think, do some damage control over that one horrendous video that they did about the Galactic Starcruiser that they pulled off of YouTube like a few days after it started.
So they didn't stay overnight. No, only Lou didn't stay overnight. And a few others that we know.
I don't know of. Yeah, I don't.
Other people stayed for 2 days.
Yeah, some did, some didn't. Some were there for just a limited thing. Now, I know Lou didn't, mainly because he's going to be doing
He wants the actual experience,
full experience starting
not
tomorrow.
something catered directly towards him.
So that way he can, and I respect that. He's going to review it. He said he was going
Because
to wait
let's be
on
honest,
the full review until he experienced the whole thing himself, so that he could give.
This is completely different than getting to see a movie early, because they cannot cater the entire movie experience to one person or to a group of people. The movie is what it's going to be. This, on the other hand, it's a controlled environment with a small select group of people. You can cater it to them however you want.
Okay.
You can make them be able to do whatever you want them to do.
Now, I didn't have the $6,000 to pony up for 3 people to go.
If we did have the $6,000, I would. If I had $6,000 to just burn on something, it wouldn't be that. I'd get something with some utility.
That's right. I'm sure you would.
Like a computer. We could get 6 gaming computers with that.
Let me just say, okay.
Think about all of the investment.
And I didn't bring this video up on screen. I don't have it. I should have brought it up. It was one of the last minute things I was going to bring up onto the screen, but I can't, unfortunately.
Are you talking about that video?
Yes, the video. Imagine this, okay? You've got Ray, and this was supposed to be. You
lost me already.
Well, yeah, we're not big Ray fans. We're not big Star Wars sequel fans. We're definitely original series fans, and some of the other series that spun off.
And prequels.
Prequels are okay.
Mostly
some,
not you.
Yeah. Anyway. They have this choreographed thing that's supposed to be this battle between Rey and Kylo Ren.
You know, it's really great that they're coming out with this after the movie where he dies.
True, he does.
And nobody cares anymore, because that movie was like...
Spoiler alert! He dies in the last movie.
That movie was like 2 years ago now.
Yeah, I know. So Rey has this specialized lightsaber, okay? And it's pretty slick, and I've seen them in action before.
Except the sad thing is, I think people have been building custom lightsabers for years.
That's what I'm saying.
Except even better.
I've seen that type of lightsaber. So what happens is you hit the button or whatever on the lightsaber handle, and the beam comes out slowly like it would in the movies. Okay.
Let's see. How can we not like her? She's not a likable character. Everything just came easy to her somehow in these movies. And the biggest trouble she has to go through is somebody else dying. She's the only protagonist in these movies that didn't lose a limb. Yeah, she's got to lose a limb.
She's got to lose a limb.
I'm joking about the limb thing, of course.
But so it's a cool lightsaber. It actually does the slow lightsaber beam coming out.
It's too flimsy to be used.
But yeah, exactly. It's too flimsy to be used in an actual.
It's for display only.
Toy Story 2. Okay.
Come on, you have to make references somehow.
You do. This is a Disney show. I thought you didn't care about Disney. Okay.
Did I say Disney as a whole or modern?
So imagine
I forgot to say modern Disney.
She does the lightsaber. Then she literally drops to the ground. You can't see her hands at this point because she's up on a platform, and puts the lightsaber down to the ground. You could see her clearly move her hand to grab another lightsaber laying on the ground next to it.
Put me down for $50 a year and a half from now.
What's that? Can we take bets on how long before Disney drops the price? Yes. And then picks up a battle-ready lightsaber and then starts dueling with Kylo Ren. Okay? Now, in my opinion, we are not Imagineers right here, okay? We're just normal people.
Yeah, that's what people with criticism on the internet do. We are not the professionals getting paid to make these things, and we come up with better ideas in 2 seconds.
But Disney, couldn't you come up with something better? I mean, you've got all these Imagineers out there. We both came up within seconds of seeing the video of her putting the lightsaber down on the ground, grabbing the other one, which is out of the line of sight, but you can tell what she's doing. Picks up the other one, starts fighting. Couldn't they have
put a pillar somewhere with the lightsaber hidden behind it?
Right. So there's like a support pillar
right in the corner, or you could have her standing there.
Yeah, it could be like right on the corner of the platform that she's on.
Also, I'd just like to add before anything else that I don't even want the lightsaber fights in this thing. I'd just like it to be a Star Wars themed hotel that you don't have this ridiculous storyline.
So you got this pillar between Rey and Kylo. Rey does the lightsaber thing. She starts to come over toward Kylo. Now they're separated by a lot of distance here. She comes over toward Kylo. She sticks the lightsaber into the beam where there's like a prefabricated thing to hold it, grabs the other one. So her hand motion is like doing this right as she's walking past the beam. You can't see it. She does the quick switch. Any good magician or sleight of hand person,
and even
would
if
be
they
able to
did
do
do
it
this, we
like
still would
that.
have pointed out, okay, she's obviously switching them right there.
But you'd say,
But it
that was a
doesn't look as
smooth move.
ridiculous as dropping to the ground to
Mhm.
pick it up.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't get it. Disney, please, Imagineers, you all had how many months, years to plan this out? Just a beam, something to block the
needed
view
a
for
new-
a split second as she walks by.
You had how long to
Switch,
plan
boom,
this
boom,
out?
switch.
You already had a perfectly good company to use as the story, Star Tours, instead of some random race that you come up with that is in charge of this entire company.
Well, you didn't see the dance party thing that they did.
Oh, I think I saw a bit of it.
They had a dance party thing.
Wait,
on
adult, kid friendly or adult only?
both, but it looked like they were more or less doing the hokey pokey. They were like, or the electric slide or something like that on the Galactic Starcruiser. They had
I'd like to point
Disney
out,
cast member
the one
leading
thing-
them in the electric slide.
you know the special edition of Star Wars Episode 6 and how everyone hates the Jabba's Palace scene in the special edition?
Uh-huh.
That sounds like exactly what they just turned this entire thing into.
It sounds like the Christmas special.
That scene
where they
You-
changed that song around. Yeah, it does.
So instead of just being music in the background,
This is not completely about Star Wars and the Galactic Battle of
No.
Starcruiser. We're going to be done with that in a few seconds. For all you people who don't like
we got
Star
one
Wars.
more thing to talk about with it.
But yeah, the lightsaber thing. Dance party. They actually had a dance party on the ship.
Can we all agree to stop the dance parties
Really?
forever?
But for a Star Wars themed Galactic Battle,
It was already bad enough
I'm
for the
starting to do Galactic Battlestar Galactica.
It was already bad enough for the what was it? The Padawan lightsaber training where they had Darth Vader and stormtroopers dancing. That was already bad enough.
Well,
It was funny,
yeah.
but
I got two more things actually.
yeah, I know
This
what you're
one,
talking
this
about.
one, Mom. This one, your mom.
Oh, I thought
pointed
there
out.
was another thing.
There is, but we can lead into that. So the lightsaber thing, the dance party thing, and my wife Patty pointed this out, and I had seen something about this. Lightsabers on eBay. Lightsabers on eBay. Going for over $1,000 or just ridiculous prices. It turns out apparently one of them Patty had seen said that it was one of the lightsabers used on the Media Day event.
That makes it not. That doesn't make it special. That just makes it another one that happened to get used at a certain time.
Yeah, well, it makes it special, but apparently it got taken down shortly after. So maybe it wasn't legitimately one from the media event.
Yeah, eBay does have authentication measures now.
Authentication?
Authentication.
Did you say authentication?
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
okay.
know.
That's okay.
Authentication.
I like.
They keep doing ads for their appraisers to verify stuff like sports trading cards,
Okay.
old ones.
Uh-huh.
So I'm sure that they could easily figure out.
Authentication.
Please stop.
No, that's a good. I like that word.
I like it better than the actual word.
A lot of times it's fun to add an extra.
It sounds better than authentication.
I know it does. It does. We'll bounce these around a couple.
I did.
Oh, you did.
I've
Okay.
been doing it.
Well, then we could probably
time.
take it down. Then.
You just haven't been paying attention.
I know. I'm looking up here. I'm looking at us. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at my fancy notes again. So enough with the bad. What did you? Okay.
Enough with the the
Galactic Starcruiser. However,
Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds.
So, yeah, something interesting I
No,
noticed.
it was bought during the media event. There are special lightsabers that can only be bought during the Star Cruise.
Oh. Okay. So,
wait, I thought the whole point was that there were special ones to get in Black Spire Outpost at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, people need to stop paying crazy amounts of for merch. Yeah, it's the merch is just getting way out of hand.
Yeah, the craziest thing I've heard about is at the Super Nintendo Land. They made a toy.
I do need to do
Yeah.
something. Gaston.
They made a toy of Mario that walks. That's literally all it is, and it's $50. It's not electric or anything.
Okay.
You have like a thing on the back of him that you push, and he walks automatically, like a traditional Japanese robot.
Cool.
And it's not electric.
I noticed something on many of the videos about the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser this past weekend. Not a lot of masks. Not many masks at all.
And if your first answer is, well, there's no COVID in space,
It's indoor.
in Star Wars,
Yeah, that's true.
until you look at anything in Galaxy's Edge where the cast members who are supposed to be Imperials and whatnot are wearing face shields and face masks.
No masks.
So that logic flies out the window.
No masks.
Not required inside, yeah. Here's the thing.
I upset
I don't
about
mind.
that?
No,
Am
not.
I upset?
No,
No. I'm not upset
no,
about
I'm
that.
not.
I'm happy about that.
I just wish it would be enforced even equally,
Right. Well, but that's
i.e., not enforced at all.
But does that mean everybody? Because I know their ruling was if you were vaccinated, you didn't have to wear a
Not
mask.
a vaccine.
But if you got the jab, you didn't have to wear a mask. But I don't know. I mean, I heard that like the social distancing and that type of thing is basically like as far as between characters, between people
I saw
and
that
the
video.
cast members.
The dancing person is getting right up. Who cares about what the CDC said? You could tell them exactly what they said yesterday, and you'd be spreading misinformation, even though it still hasn't changed today.
Well, I mean, they've at least caught up to
You
what
can't say what the World Health Organization said to the CDC because then that's misinformation.
They caught up to what
except
we had
that
thought
logic
a year
doesn't
or
add
two.
up. That logic does not add up.
There's no, yeah, there is no COVID.
No, that logic doesn't add up because in Galaxy's Edge, you'll find people wearing them.
That's true.
The cast members are wearing them.
That's true.
And face shields on top of it.
That's true.
So
That's true.
There is COVID in a galaxy far, far away.
That's true.
Just not on the Galactic Starcruisers.
I guess not. However, I'm not opposed to
there's
it.
a
I'm
price
happy.
threshold that magically just makes it go away.
$6,000, no more masks.
Super Bowl, no more.
No more masks. No, but I'm happy about it. However, yes, the
My problem is
CDC
the
has
people-
finally caught up with what we basically had said for about a year and
They
a half.
haven't
2
been
years.
helping. It's more detrimental for child development.
I'm checking that one off. That one's
Good,
done.
we're gone.
That one's done. Yeah, so the social distancing seems to not be a thing on the Galactic Starcruiser, and masks are not necessary. Okay, here's one.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, more money, less COVID. This one is
Is this one controversial too?
it's not controversial, but okay, so let's pop this back up here again. Springs. This one, Springs in SEWER. Okay, so we've covered Galactic.
Did you just
we've
try to make
covered
this a
Mass.
hodgepodge of random things to turn it into clickbait?
We're going to talk into Springs and no, I didn't know how to put it. I was going to say, well, okay, so we're going to cover Springs and SEWER.
You could have done like something like Sewer Springs, Galactic Mask, Orange Fight.
I went through like about 2 or 3 different ways of putting all those words together, and that one seemed to be the best one that worked.
You just ran it through a random number.
I just stuck them on there, and it sounded good. I liked the fact that it said
Orange Springs.
Orange Springs. It sounded nice instead of
Sewer
Disney Springs. Sewer Fight sounded good. Galactic Mask, it just all seemed to flow. But Disney Springs had a little bit of an issue this past weekend from what I hear tell. Sounds like they had some sewage backup into some of the restaurants. Yee. Hey, Orange Cone, how's it going? I hope you're having a very magical night. I really do. And he was, you weren't you just at Disney? Weren't you just there? You were just there. I know you were. Don't hide it. Yes, apparently there was some sewage backup in a handful of restaurants. I know for sure Morimoto's was one. Yeesh. It's one of, we like that place. The Boathouse, I believe.
You like that one?
I like that one. What were the other ones? I think.
Oh, tired and trying to recover from your trip to Disney.
Yes.
You know, why do people do stuff like this? Let's go on vacation. I'm so tired from my vacation.
You need another vacation.
You need a vacation from your vacation.
From your vacation. I hope you had a good. I'm assuming you had a good time. I saw some of your posts that you put
like
up.
At that point, the vacation was to relax and take a trip. At that point, what's the point?
I mean, seriously, how many times do we come back from Disney and I'm completely.
I want to take a 2-day break from
completely tired,
just not doing anything.
Yeah, Morimoto's, the Boathouse. I can't even read my own writing here.
Paddlefish.
Paddlefish.
How did you not read that?
Paddlefish. Thank you for that.
How could you not read that?
Paddlefish was another one. Mary just needs a vacation.
Try the metaverse.
The metaverse, yes. Go and see.
Disney is not a relaxing vacation. It can be. You just don't do it in a way that it is. Because if you don't go to the parks, it can be.
I mean, we've done trips where we've gone for like a week of no parks and a week of parks.
Any day you don't go to the parks, it can be.
It can be.
Also, if you do go to the parks and you don't do any attractions, it can be.
And like, we've done some trips where we've gone and we've done the, the Fantasia Gardens golf, and things like that, or do a, one of the water parks. That could be relaxing. 9 days 9 days there had hip issues. Had to minimize park time to no more than 5 hours per day, even in a scooter. Wow, that's tough.
I don't know what T9 is even saying.
It's a change of scenery. You may be physically tired, but not mentally exhausted. She's talking about vacations and stuff.
I could be not mentally exhausted at home, though.
You're just always mentally exhausted.
That's true.
You exhaust yourself with your mental conniptions.
I often have those.
Yeah, hip issues are no fun. I actually had for about 2 months back in like September. It was closer to like November, December. I had a bad hip thing going on the left side here. And then after about 2 months of limping and it just not feeling right.
Yeah, so just don't work.
It just stopped.
Work can be mentally exhausting.
So
also known as work is mentally exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't work and stay at home and do nothing.
Well, like Mary was saying at the beginning of the show, it was just like the longest day ever type of thing.
We added an additional park day and Disney gave us a special deal for the extra day with the park hopper for $3 per person.
Wow.
They started doing those again? Do you need the
they do, but you have to wait till 2:00 before you can hop.
You are not independently wealthy. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
For some reason I wanted to say
we got all kind of,
but I know that was wrong. Sciatica.
Sciatica. There you go. Yeah.
I just felt like saying sciatica.
I would never know how to spell it unless I saw it like that, though. But yeah, so sewer water.
I would have assumed it was just with a C.
Sewer water coming out of the. I'm guessing out of the.
You have bills, pay them. Out
of the ground into these restaurants. Not a good thing. I don't know how.
Oh,
what's that?
Not just
park.
An additional day
for $3. For $3 for the actual additional day? Wow. How'd you work? Man, you got some pixie dust.
Well, you have to work to pay them, then just work.
I could definitely go for a few days or for an extra day at Disney for $3 with a park hopper.
Sounds like we're in the 50s again.
Yeah. No rides were allowed though. You just got to walk in the park and that was it.
Cost 50.
I'd still do
cost
that.
$50 to get one booklet of lightning lanes.
That's. I mean, would you do that? I mean, if you could get in like the old days.
I mean, you could at least go to the restaurants.
You could go to the restaurants.
You don't have to go on the attractions. You can just walk around, experience the scenery, and go to the restaurants.
Yeah, especially at like Epcot. Epcot is one of the parks.
Oh yeah, you just walk around. You're not waiting in line for attractions.
Yeah, you just
just wait in lines for food.
You walk around. You check out the different countries. Yeah, I'd definitely do it, even without
just walking. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Mary gets it.
perfect. That would be a perfect day.
That would actually be relaxing in the parks.
So was there something that happened that they gave you the $3 deal, or was it just, they were just being, was it just one of those pixie dust moments, or what exactly, was there anything specific, Orange Cone, that they did that for? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, Chris has a ticket book from 1977. Wow. That's, I'm sure that's a bit of a collector's item. You probably have it framed somewhere, I would think. I won't. My wife's saying I won't take her. Yeah, they said it was okay. So Orange Cone saying, "Yep." They said it was with their thanks for being a century guest, means over 500 trips. Woo, to Disney parks worldwide. Wow, 500 trips. That's weird. I wonder if they've kept track of how many times we've been down there.
Wouldn't that be a pent century?
Like, I don't know if we were like, from 1984 when we started going till now.
See, you've gotten so sidetracked. Mary doesn't even know what happened at Disney Springs.
Oh, so what was the issue? I don't know exactly, Mary. They just, apparently there was some kind of sewer water backup that happened and ended up with sewer water.
Here's the thing.
On the floors of several
the other
restaurants.
day where everyone agreed they'd all wait to flush the toilets at the same time. I'm joking.
I don't think that was it, but yeah. Yeah.
It overran the system. It came shooting out at 3 precise locations. They keep records on every guest.
See, I wonder if but they probably don't have the fact that we were there in 1984. And in the early days when we went, I don't think they recorded your name.
Do they keep track by credit card, or do they keep track simply off of your name?
I mean, we might not have even used a credit card on that trip. We might have just paid cash. I don't know. Too many people pooping. Oh, my wife. So yeah, apparently the restaurants in question that had the sewer water backing up onto the floors had to close early for the day. I don't know if they reopened the next day or not, but apparently there were still reports of the sewer smell like the next day or two after.
That good old sewage smell.
Yes, Patty Moliterno.
They stated that they have records from 1985 to present.
Oh, well, then they don't have our honeymoon trip.
85 to present. So, wait, that's 35.
I wonder if there's a way that, like, if we called them up and said, "Can you tell us how many times we've been to the park?" Now,
that's almost we're coming up on almost 40 years of record keeping here of people's trips.
Yeah, pretty close. See, here's what they have problem with. Oh, yes, Dave in the back. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we had when the snow melted and we had a heavy downpour for like a day or two as the snow was melting, as the temperatures rose, and we had we had a foot of snow on the ground.
Don't worry.
The sewer
I'm sure
system.
they'd take your word for it.
There was a sewer system backup and their basement flooded with sewage, about a foot of water. Yeah, so similar type thing apparently happened at Disney Springs.
Is coming from the floors.
Poop is coming from the floors. My goodness. I think
at least it wasn't raining from the ceiling.
Have we talked enough about poop?
They gave me my official worldwide park visit number of 713 trips.
Wow. So here's my question.
So do you have any hobbies?
We have hobbies and we go a lot.
No, 713
That's a lot.
trips.
That's a lot. But does that count
Since 85.
Here's my question.
That's over a year of trips.
Yeah. It's like 2 years.
Over 2 years.
It's like 2 years almost. Does the number you're counting or that they're counting, does that count for each park?
Disney is not a hobby.
Is that like each park visit? Or is that like I'm at Disney for a week. I go to the parks for 4 or 5, 6 days.
At 713.
Does that count as one trip, or do they count that as individual park visits as a trip? I'm curious. Because if it's day to day, we've been there a lot.
Per entry into a park, it has to be entry per park.
I used to be paid to go to Disney parks worldwide by my clients. Wow. That's a tough thing to have happen. I feel for you.
Per reservation.
per reservation. 713 reservations. Wow. I mean, I think we've probably been to the parks hundreds of times, like
So
on a particular trip.
So a stay at a resort and going to the parks is how it's counted then.
Yeah, I guess. Because like that one year when we had the annual passes, we were down and back and down and back.
Man, we're like
8 times,
a
9
seventh
times.
of the way there already.
We were there like down and back like 8 times, 9 times that one year in a 12 to 13 month period. Because that was the year they extended the annual passes to a 13-month instead of 12 months. So we took advantage of it. We went a lot. But on each trip, we would have been down there for like 2, 3, 4, 5 days at a time, maybe sometimes longer. So I don't know. I guess those would have been just counted as 8 trips, 9 trips versus, let's say, 8 times 5 days, like 40 or something like that. It used to bring school groups for performance and educational programs. That would, man, you got the life, man.
Well, technically, you did for school trips too.
We did. No, we did.
Every single one.
We did a lot of times. They back in the days.
Every single trip has been for a school program. Has been a school group.
Yeah, I guess so. We homeschool. So since we
But
homeschool,
annual pass holders were never counted that way.
Okay. See, now I wonder if the year that we were AP holders, if they counted our trips or not.
So are you telling me that annual pass holders just get shafted in this deal?
Well, a lot of times annual pass holders don't actually stay on property, or they don't make technically a reservation. They just used to be able to you just go down there. Like the one day, remember when Mom,
I know.
dropped her off at NASA at around 6:30 in the morning, literally.
Well, we're going to have to hurry this up.
I know we do.
We get to the orange.
We do. We got to get to the orange and fight part. So yeah, so we dropped her off at NASA, and the kids were still sleeping in the van. I literally just drove right over the Magic Kingdom with our annual passes, parked the vehicle. They woke up and they're like, "Huh? How'd we get here?" So that was a cool trip. That was a very impromptu one.
14 days per year. So does that mean 14 trips?
14 trips, 14 days. That's
what you're confusing the metrics of how they measure this.
But I'll tell you what, when we had our APs, we definitely were more than 14 days that year.
Yeah, you get shafted on that.
Because I mean, we were there at least 8 or 9 times, and each time for more than multiple day trips. So okay, we got to move along here. So Paddlefish, Morimoto's, the Boathouse, and a couple other places. I hope they got the smell out. I'm sure they did. Okay, this one.
And Morimoto's could just say it's the fish.
What do you want to do next? Do you want to do do you want to do the? Let's move back to this
fight.
Do you want to do the fight? 14 days equals 2 trips per.
So they count an entire trip as a week. Okay.
Yeah. So we did 8 trips, 9 trips that year. So we definitely did more than 14 days. Okay. I'm going to bring this up here. Hold on a second. I'm going to share a screen. We're going to go and do the fight part right now. Okay. So we've done the springs, we've done the Galactic, we've done the mask, we've done the sewer. We're moving on to fight, and then we'll hit orange. Okay. Fight. Okay.
The thing that hockey games don't allow to happen anymore. The one interesting thing about going to a hockey game.
Okay. I'm going to share this screen here. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Fight breaks out in Disney after guest allegedly threatens cast member.
So what else is new?
Ooh.
What else is new?
Ooh. And this is from, I'm not going to mention the name of the website that posted this clickbait.
Disney is not a hockey game. Well, they don't allow fights either.
I'm not going to post the name of the clickbait site.
You all know know their name. Starts with a B. Trash.
What?
No, that does not start with a B.
It? No, but it does rhyme with out. It sounds similar to
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh no, it sounds like outside the tragic. Except it's not outside.
Little Best Buy advertising there.
Sounds like Yeah, yeah. Well, that's their site has
the
ads.
Google ad.
If I scroll here, you'll just see ad after ad after ad.
So
after
Best
ad
Buy,
after ad.
not a sponsor, but if you'd like to be, we would actually be interested. We're very good patrons. We would give you a good word.
We are very good patrons of Best Buy. So
except they're never going to contact us about,
here's the deal.
Sponsoring, because we just gave them free advertising.
I'm not going to play the video, but if you watch the video, it's literally the camera is actually seeing more of the other guests 90% of the time. You don't see these two people, but the cast member is here. Here's the thug or whatever you want to call him. I mean, they called him a gangsta is how I think they described him.
Oh.
A gangsta, yeah, in the article. And
not
then,
like you New Yorkers.
And his lady here.
Oh, and Jim Johns. Okay.
You literally just see them arguing with the cast member. You hear some yelling.
And what was it you showed me to illustrate what happened in the video?
Go ahead. Well,
I don't know. What did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah, to illustrate what their motions were.
Like this. You see the guy's arms. He's doing this.
So wait, like a PlayStation 2 era NPC character when you're talking to them?
So outside the tragic.
I only trust one of the reporters because she only does accurate and positive articles. Well, you shouldn't only listen to positive articles, but as long as it's accurate.
No, he's saying they're good. They're good articles. They're positive. But yeah, I mean,
what part was this in? Well, based off of the backdrop, I'm just going to take a wild guess and say Magic Kingdom.
Nope, you're wrong.
Oh no, that would be Epcot.
Epcot.
That's Mexico right there.
Now
That's Mexico.
I read one of the 23 comments, and one of the people commented, and now most of the comments were like, "What's this clickbait?" I mean, these people didn't fight. There was no.
Well, you fell for it.
There was no. Well, I do it so I could report some of this.
No, not you. I was talking about the commenters.
There was no fighting. The guy was yelling, got a little agitated. Apparently, from one of the comments, they said they saw this couple inside the Mexico pavilion. They were sort of making a raucous, a lot of noise and stuff.
Raucous?
Right, they were being raucous. They were making lots of noise. They, according to them, this person said that they seemed to be a little bit inebriated. Big surprise. And I think a cast member, they got on the ride, so they didn't see what happened afterwards. But when they came out, they weren't there anymore. More than likely, the cast member probably took them aside, took them outside and said, "Hey, guys, you can't do this stuff. You can't swear. You can't do this. You can't do that."
Yeah,
they got mad. They yelled back at him for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then they left.
Yeah, Disney, was it a great idea to start serving alcohol everywhere?
Big fight.
You've had nothing but trouble with the alcohol being served.
So
you've had rowdy guests and people climbing the Mexico pavilion.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this to my wife, Patty. I guess if we just have a 30-second argument,
maybe with a cast member.
We should put up an article that says fight breaks out between Jeff and Patty. Yeah. I don't know. It was just clickbait, more clickbait.
Get to the orange thing.
Clickbait. Okay. So we're done with the fight. Big fight. Not so much, but that's what they claimed it to
By
be.
Disney standards, it's big.
Yeah, so outside the tragic with another one of its clickbait stories. This one here, actually, I'm going to do the orange real quick. We got a few more minutes. I'm going to do the, this is another one that your mom mentioned at the last minute. So I don't have any pictures or anything. I do have a picture for the orange thing, though, coming up very shortly. Lightning lane. Okay, now this actually might be a good thing. She said that the lightning lane. Okay, hey Chris, thanks for watching. We'll try and catch you on Grand Circle tour here in about 15 minutes. So yeah, we've got lightning lane. Apparently, they've made some changes to the lightning lane, which may actually be a good thing. They have removed some of the rides that used to be on the, so you had Genie, then you had Genie Plus. Genie Plus, you paid your $15 per person. You got to get in the lightning lane for most of the rides, but not all of them. Not like the big rides, like like Rise of Resistance or Seven Dwarves, or the big rides. Then you had to pay a little extra money for like Genie plus triple.
And then the people who actually have the money to pay for these things don't care enough to act on them. It's the poor person who wants to use it, who pays for it, and then they miss out on everything because they've been waiting in line. Here's
what you do: you go up to somebody who's near the beginning of the line, you give them $5, say, "Here, let me take your spot." You walk, and they walk away. They're happy. You're happy.
I mean, if I was waiting for 30 minutes, I'd take $5.
Just kidding. But yeah,
I'd take $5 to leave.
You can make some money. I'm sure it's probably not legal. It's probably one of the things that they ban in the parks. But anyway, so apparently the Lightning Lane is now no longer an extra paid thing, like where you have to pay extra for the Mickey's Runaway Rail ride and Railway. Thank you.
How did you forget that?
I don't know. And
it sounds so much better than Rail Ride.
It's
also easier to say than Rail Ride.
But apparently they have done away with it for that ride and some others. So that means apparently, maybe, Disney, the Genie Plus now has an incrementally higher value than it used to, because now they've included some rides into Genie Plus that weren't there before.
Don't you mean just Genie?
No, Genie Plus.
I thought Genie Plus you had to pay extra for.
Genie, yeah, you do. But those rides, then you had to pay extra. Like Rise of the Resistance, and you still do. But Mickey's Runaway Railway, you had to pay extra for. But now you don't. You just have to pay for Genie Plus, and then you can get the Lightning Lane.
What's the difference between Genie and Genie Plus?
Genie it's the app. It lets you do things. It lets you make reservations.
So there was Genie Plus for specific things.
Genie is just the app and the regular stuff you can do.
Notice how lazy all companies have gotten when it comes to naming conventions. We'll just name a thing.
Ooh, plus. Facebook crashed on her.
No, seriously, go catch on to this about 2 years ago. So many companies have gotten very lazy with their naming conventions.
Disney Plus, Genie
Paramount
Plus,
Genie Plus.
They're all plus. Everybody's plus. WDWpov Plus.
Password Plus.
Back in the 70s. I didn't tell you about our new WDWpov Plus.
Is that the Patreon account?
That's what we should do.
Honestly, why haven't you done that?
We should call it that. We'll do that. We'll have a WDWpov Plus.
You will get a T-shirt that uses the logo and our WDWpov logo, and then it just has a plus sign on it.
Has a plus sign. Yeah, everybody.
It's not a special plus or anything. It's just a plus after the name.
That's right. And here on the plus side of things, Marcus actually pretends to care about Disney.
You can't pay extra to get
Come on. If I give you some money for that, would you?
You could pay extra to get my actual thoughts that I'm not going to voice on Facebook.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Which aren't that many, honestly.
But anyway, so Genie Plus appears to have a few more rides on it now. The screensaver kicked in on that one. So, you like my Lou Mangello look? I'm just want to let you see it again. Lou, packing up and get ready for the Starcruiser. Okay, I think the last topic we have for tonight, a little disturbing to me, but here we go. So let me make sure I do this right. I'm going to share a screen with you. So we've talked about. Let me bring this back up real quick here again. So we've got the music playing again. So we've got the springs. We talked about Galactic. We talked about masks. We talked about SEWER. We talked about
that
fights.
First letter and the question mark we have not gotten to.
We've talked about some of these additional things, which were the question marks. How's that? Like the
confusion,
like the Lightning Lane, and we talked about the lightsaber thing, which wasn't part of what we were going to talk about. Okay, so here's the deal: we haven't talked about orange yet.
Confusion, you just don't know what I mean.
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? So here we go. I'm going to go share a screen again. And there it is. Okay. What does this remind you of right here? Okay. Sunshine Tree Terrace. Now, I know a lot of you out there like the Dole Whip, right?
You know, we don't have to do this. We can just say that we like different things, and we don't have to say that one is superior to the other.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so we have to have an internet opinion. Got it.
So we've got the Dole Whip, and then we've got the orange swirl.
Yeah, Mary summed this up in like 2 seconds in the time it took you to set up the premise.
This is bad. This is bad. I am hoping this is just I don't know, what would you call it? Another one of these things where the supply chain is screwed up and they just can't get the materials they need. But, you know, here's your picture of the Sunshine Tree Terrace.
Well, if
site.
that was what it was, they would have come out and said that and said it's a temporary thing.
You would think so. But here's what you got now. So there it is. They still have it on their Disney World, DisneyGo.com website. If we go and view the menu, let's view the menu. There it comes. Okay.
Assorted Coca-Cola.
We've got the Dole Whip
float and an orange bird sipper.
Okay.
Dole Whip orange served in an orange bird sipper. That's not pineapple. That's Dole Whip orange.
But it's not an orange swirl. There is a Dole Whip orange.
Chocolate and vanilla swirl.
They have pot stickers.
Dole Whip orange cup.
They have an orange cup.
Wait, they have pot stickers?
Yeah, I never knew that. Yeah, they have pot stickers.
So they serve some of the menu of the whatever that restaurant is?
Yeah, I did not know that. They have pot
those
stickers.
aren't bad.
No.
They're just serving those there. I'd wait in line.
So they got pot stickers there, and that's not a long line. You can usually get in and out of there pretty quick.
Pot stickers probably take longer.
But okay, you got a vanilla swirl still.
Chocolate
you got the
vanilla.
orange cup. You got a strawberry cup.
Chocolate swirl, not vanilla swirl, because if it's vanilla swirled in, you just say chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate and vanilla swirl. Thank you. Chocolate soft serve. Orange cream soft serve.
Which is
a vanilla soft serve. Can't you just take these two?
No. It literally says Dole Whip orange and vanilla swirl. What is wrong?
That wasn't there earlier.
Why wouldn't it say vanilla swirl soft serve if the
Dole
chocolate
Whip
one's
orange and vanilla swirl?
Why does it specify? Why does it say that for that, but doesn't specify that there's a vanilla swirl in it, but the chocolate one does?
This is interesting.
The chocolate one specifies right there, and vanilla swirl, and then there's the chocolate soft serve cup. Then there's the orange cream soft serve cup. Orange whip, Dole Whip orange and vanilla swirl. Why isn't there a separate menu item? Oh wait, there is.
There's orange. There's vanilla.
And then there's the orange. Did they change the name?
This is interesting because this wasn't here when I looked earlier.
Did they change the name to an orange cream instead of citrus swirl?
This is interesting.
Which did have pseudo alliteration going for it.
This is interesting. So yeah, so they really
pseudo alliteration. It's citrus swirl, same sound, different letters.
I agree, Mary. It was gone. It was gone.
Did you look closely enough though?
I looked at this thing.
Did you see orange cream soft serve cup on there?
No, I did not.
Maybe they heard that people were complaining and they put it back, or there was a glitch in the system.
This is very curious. So is it there? Is this considered the orange swirl, or is this something slightly different than the orange swirl? I don't know. What do you think, Mary? What's the verdict on this one? we want another opinion. An orange cone, if you're still out there. We want to know what you guys think about this. Mary says, I took a picture of the sign when I was there. And what did the sign
have it?
And it was gone. And it wasn't on the menu. I seriously, I looked at this earlier today.
It was probably a temporary thing that they just didn't announce.
But it was like gone for a while because Mary was
okay. It could have been a temporary thing. They didn't announce still. That doesn't completely discount what I just said.
But I would say, like what you said,
announced that there's
you could say temporarily out of supply due to supply chain issues. Something. Just say something. You know, give a reason. Don't just let people think, hey, we just dropped this on. We dropped the orange bird guy. We dropped the orange swirl at Sunshine Terrace, which is like the signature item.
We were getting complaints that people thought they were eating orange bird poop.
That's what the vanilla
It's
is.
impressive how he swirls it.
He just like, yeah, he swirls the. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it was gone. I don't understand, Mary. I thought it was gone too. I saw it was gone, and now somehow it's back. Okay, I'm happy now. Yes, just blow up the show. Our last, yeah, by all accounts, it doesn't make sense. But we did learn something though. I didn't know
Disney
that.
hired me to write the menu, and I left it off by mistake.
Steve couldn't see it either. He couldn't see it either. And they really shouldn't have left you in charge of that, Steve. That was not a smart thing.
Just for the record, he started it.
He did. Steve's cool. No, but we did learn something. Fried pot stickers. I didn't know they had
I'd go
those
there for that.
I didn't know they had them there. I just always went for the orange swirl. That's pretty much it. I just walked into Sunshine Terrace, give me an orange swirl.
You wait in line for the orange swirl and the pot stickers, and I'll go get a pineapple Dole Whip.
And then you go over to
Float.
the other place. Yeah.
And we meet up and share the pot stickers and eat our separate citrus-based desserts.
I think we got our next trip planned. We got that all covered now. So I'm a happy camper now, I guess. So it was a little touch and go there. But yeah, Steve. Yeah.
Skipper's Canteen, that's the name of the place.
Skipper's Canteen is the one.
It is
right-
connected right next to it.
It's right next to it. Yeah.
Kind of makes sense, but also doesn't make sense for it to be on the menu.
Steve, I'm glad they got that corrected. They got the menu corrected.
Oh, if they have the assorted, if they have the pot stickers from there, they might have some of the other soft drinks from there as well.
That's possible.
Like the what was it, melon or pineapple Fanta?
It's possible. Let's take a quick
'Cause
look.
that was
here.
one of the few places where you could actually get it.
Let's take a quick
It
look.
was it would be under
Under
have-
floats.
no, it wouldn't be a float.
There's a
because-
Sprite float.
It wouldn't be a float
Okay.
because it's not a float.
Beverages. Here you go. Anything there? No, it doesn't. look-
Assorted fountain beverages, assorted Coca-Cola offerings, which Fanta is a Coca-Cola thing, but
No.
I'm trying to work my way to the top. It doesn't specify.
No.
It just says assorted. I'm
Yeah.
trying to work my way up to the top, and as a government employee, I have learned that to get promoted, you have to screw something up. No, to keep your job, you have to screw something up. To get promoted, you have to destroy everything.
So, I think we're done.
Yep.
You got anything else other than that you don't care about anything?
Yeah, that's all I have to say. On
That's
that.
all you have to say.
I'm literally wearing a Boba Fett shirt. We're not going to talk about it because nobody cares.
Yeah. I do. I feel like Boba
Let
Fett,
alone me,
I feel like the legend of Boba Fett
has been ruined.
has been ruined.
Do you even know how shows are made? You can't take Boba Fett and put him in a show. You know what would happen if you did that? You'd ruin it.
You would ruin it. Yeah, Mary, every now and then it Facebook breaks for me too. It's like you'll try to refresh a page or something and it'll just come up blank and it just won't do anything. I'm curious if it's working for us here or not. But anyway, it could be broke. And if that's the case, that doesn't bode well for, mine's working. I just did a refresh. I'm on it. It's still working, sort of. But yeah, every now and then it just decides to quit. Yeah, it is time to say goodbye. So why don't we do that? You ready? We're going to finish like right on time. Boom. You ready to go? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. MIC, see you real soon. KY, why? Because we like ya. MOUSE. Good night, everybody. Have a great week. Share us out to your friends. Add people to our group. Add people to our page. Have a great night, a great week, a magical time, and just enjoy life and enjoy your friends and family. See you next week.